It's your partner, man. You know what I'm talking about? Who? It's your partner, man. You know what I'm talking about? How is y'all doing on these magical minutes Monday, man? Hey, you know what I'm talking about? You gonna say, what is you talking about, bro? Oh, I'm gonna get into it. You know what I'm talking about? Don't worry about nothing. But before we do that, what's good, people like? Hee hee. Ha ha. You know what I'm talking about, man? Ken in the pen, bruh. All my folks incarcerated, all my folks who ain't, man. Everybody on the bottom of that thing, everybody on top of that thing. Keep that head up. You know what I'm talking about? Keep pushing. We gonna get through it to get to it, man. You know what I'm talking about, man? Did I say Ken in the pen? I don't know, but if I didn't, go get that stick up in stores now, man. You gonna get you one off 76 MacArthur. They sold out, but they'll be back. Giants liquor is what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. They say 82nd Hillside Barbershop. You know what I'm talking about. They say somebody putting them in their stores in the hundreds. Thank you, young man. Now you know, cause I tell you every morning how much you can come get them from me. You know what I'm talking about. If you need some, you know what I'm talking about. Hold on, let me do that again. Did you see them? You know what I'm talking about. But if all else fails, you know what I'm talking about, man, you can go and get you one off of Amazon. Make sure you copy you a hardback. You know what I'm talking about? Funkadelic trying in stores now. Make sure you go to Amazon, copy you a hardback. You know what I'm talking about, man. Stick up 2 coming soon. Funkadelic Try 2 coming real soon. You know what I'm talking about? What's that? Swing that finger. You know, man, you talk about this right here? That's the one, bro. Worldwide INC, man. You gonna come on with it, bro. Worldwide Incorporated. One more time, bro. Go fast. Worldwide. Hey, gonna say, bro, what does that mean? And I'm gonna continuously tell you, it means everybody. You know what I'm talking about? And Dougal, Fresh, Mike, Lil Rue, not Lil Rube. Lil Root, you know what I'm talking about? Tata the player, that's who comes next. You know what I'm talking about? Same thing, bro. All my folks incarcerated, all my folks who ain't, man. Everybody on the bottom of that thing, man. Everybody on the top of that thing, man. Keep that head up. You know what I'm talking about? Keep pushing. We gonna get through it to get to it, man. Now let's get through these disclaimers. But before we do that, you know what I'm talking about? Mama says, and Mama always says, brush them whiskers when you on TV, boy. Hey, you know what I'm talking about, man. Coffee Chronicles. Classic roast, piping hot. You know what I'm talking about? Now let's get through these disclaimers, bro. Now, good brother like myself, I don't promote no drug usage. Good brother like myself, I don't promote no drug sellage. Good brother like myself, He don't talk about. I don't promote no alcohol consumption. He don't talking about. Don't take a sip. I mean not sip. You know what I'm talking about? Other sippage. You know what I'm talking about? Don't take a sip. Other sippage. You know what I'm talking about? Nah, man, don't do it. You know what I'm talking about? Good brother like myself, I don't promote no crime. Good brother like myself, I don't promote no violence. You know what I'm talking about? Good brother like myself, I don't promote no domestic violence. Keep your hands off the people. He don't talking about. He don't talking about. Don't. He don't talking about promote. He don't talking about. No negativity. He don't talking about negativity. No, man. Man, I don't promote shit. He don't talking about. They was talking to me. I don't promote shit. He don't talking about. Not shit. He don't talking about dog, man. All I promote is y'all go ahead and do firepower. Double firepower. You know what I'm talking about? I forgot where I was at. I'll promote is you go ahead and do what you're going to do with your time, young ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you find the right thing to do with your time, young ladies and gentlemen, because we just don't know how much time we have, young ladies and gentlemen. But a good brother like myself, you know what I'm talking about? I ain't prejudiced, you know what I'm talking about? A good brother like myself, you know what I'm talking about? I ain't got nothing against the sexually different. You know what I'm talking about? Good brother like myself, I ain't got nothing against the little people. You know what I'm talking about? Me, man, I ain't got no problems with nobody. You know what I'm talking about? They was talking to me, you know what I'm talking about? I just love me some everybody. You know what I'm talking about? As a matter of fact, I'm on a quest. You know what I'm talking about? Bring that peace. You know what I'm talking about? That joy. You know what I'm talking about? That love. You know what I'm talking about? That love. Back to YouTube community, man. You with me? Come on over here. Fuck with your partner. Hey, check it out, man. Come fuck with a nigga one time. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, how is y'all doing on this, what I said was Magical Minutes Monday, man? They gonna say, bro, what did you talk about? I'm gonna tell you to hold on, cause Brendan got a little hot again. You know what I'm talking about? Let me go and go grab my towel. You know what I'm talking about? To wipe my face. You know what I'm talking about? How is y'all doing? You know what I'm talking about? On this Magical Minutes Monday. You say, bro, what are you talking about? I'm gonna get into it. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get into it. Looking at it, I ain't gonna. Shout out to everybody who don't celebrate Halloween but still got ghosts when the police came. Boo. I see. Fuck it. You know what I'm talking about? Mama says, Mama always says, best ones was on TV, boy. You know what I'm talking about? Magical Minutes go like this, man. It's gonna be a real short one. He say, bro, he say that shit every day. He said, be up here talking for the next 20, 30 minutes. You know what I'm talking about? Mama said, don't blow your nose on camera. Sorry, Mama. Top of the world, Mama. Top of the world. Hey, you know what I'm talking about, man? I think I'm gonna go see my mama today, man. But let me get into it, man. They say, come on with it already. Man, if I don't lose, it's enough. Okay, Magical Minutes, it go like this. You feel me? Because for some reason, on this earth, you know what I'm talking about? We just act like, and I keep saying this, we just act like we gonna be here forever, folks. You know what I'm talking about? Now, we all know on this thing we call life, there's only one thing you guaranteed in this motherfucker, and that's to leave this motherfucker, you feel me? That's one of the only things I've seen, you know what I'm talking about? Since I've been living, the only thing you really got coming is that you're gonna get up out this motherfucker one day, you feel me? And with that right there, man, as people, we live like our day's not coming. You know what I mean? We just live like our day not coming. And I'm sure we all do it, man. You know what I'm talking about? We might worry about shit. We might be stressing about other shit, you feel me? And when it come down to it, just on some real shit, I'm gonna tell you something my daddy told me when I was in a hole, man. I was just down. I couldn't believe I was in a hole. You know what I'm talking about? I wasn't even feeling that. You know what I'm talking about? But because down there in the hole, I told you I was talking to my daddy. That man, that man told me 100 years from now, ain't none of that shit gonna matter. God damn. And when he told me that, I had to think about it, man. 100 years from now. Firepower. Firepower, you know what I'm talking about? Brother and busted sweat on that firepower, man. Put that stuff out so I can get on with my spiel, man. You know what I'm talking about? But 100 years from now, that shit ain't gonna even matter, y'all. And I said all that just to say, a lot of us, man, we take time for granted. Say, bro, what you mean by we take time for granted? I'm talking about a lot of us, we just take time for granted. We act like we just got all the time in the world to sit around here and do whatever we be doing. Act however we want to be acting. That's when you see, I know y'all seen this all the time. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all seen when a motherfucker be here, living, motherfuckers just treat them just as bad as a motherfucker don't. And the moment they pass, the same motherfuckers who just wouldn't do shit for them, that's the ones that's breaking down, and all of a sudden they can't go on without you. You know what I'm talking about? But when you was here, they ain't even give a fuck about you. You know what I'm talking about? That shit right there. That wasn't even firepower. You know what I'm talking about? Delayed firepower. You know what I'm talking about? But for real. And they do all that shit because they have a guilty conscience. But a lot of times when people pass, other people just use your passing for their attention. You get what I'm saying? They do. They will use your passing for their attention. So they'll start posting all this shit, all your pictures and shit, and RIP this and RIP that. You know what I mean? But while you was living, they wouldn't even call your phone. You know what I'm talking about? They didn't give a. They was actually talking about you while you was living. It was fuck you. Then the moment you passed, all of a sudden we got this love. You know what I'm talking about? all of a sudden, when you was here now, motherfucker wouldn't even call to check on you. But the moment you pass, motherfucker gonna act like they was there every day. You know what I'm talking about? For whatever reason, I don't know. Fuck it. Shout out. You get what I'm saying? But on this Magical Mendes Monday, the minute you realize every minute you get is magical as a motherfucker in this thing we call life, folks, you might just reevaluate, you know what I'm talking about, the way you be moving, you know what I'm talking about? And we all could do it, y'all, because we all take this shit for granted. We just act like we promised tomorrow. You get what I'm saying? On this Magical Minutes Monday, and I'm just here to tell you, man, we ain't promised shit. You get what I'm saying? We ain't promised a second. But as people, we take for granted the minutes we get on this motherfucker. That's why it ain't really good to be doing all that worrying and shit, bro. That shit don't really help. You get what I'm talking about? I know that's easier said than done, too. But all that worrying just about shit. Now, look, man. Now, I'm not the one to tell you what you should do. Hey, you know what I'm talking about? You go on and do whatever the fuck you want to do with your time. But, I can understand if somebody's sick, you know what I'm talking about, you stressing. You might be sick, stressing, you know what I'm talking about. I can understand worldly problems. You might be tripping off a bill coming up or something like that. I kind of understand that worry. Now, what we should not be worried about is shit like, what do other people think about me? You know what I'm talking about? What is they over there doing? You know what I'm talking about? You shouldn't be worried about shit that doesn't have shit to do with you directly. You know what I'm talking about? Or your loved ones or something. Just some bullshit I'm trying to say, I guess. You know what I'm talking about? Your worries shouldn't be about what another motherfucker doing. Your worries, you shouldn't have no worries like, oh, this motherfucker done said this about me, or how somebody trying to portray you, or some narrative they trying to spin on you. That ain't nothing to worry about, folks. As long as you alive, somebody gonna have something to say, folks. It's just human nature. But that shouldn't be your worry. You know what I'm talking about with people? Because most of the time when people talk about something you doing, they talking about it because they ain't got an opportunity to do it. Or they jealous or whatever the fuck reason. You know what I'm talking about? They spending too much time on their motherfucking magical minutes worrying about what the fuck you doing with yours. You know what I'm talking about? So that shit right there shouldn't be no worry. And I can understand some health shit, you know what I mean? You might be behind, you finna lose something or something like that. But even then, fuck that shit. But I'm just saying, bro, all that unnecessary worrying. Coffee Chronicles, fuck that shit. When you embrace that you ain't gonna be here one day, you just might adopt the ideology to get the most out your motherfucking time. You know what I'm talking about? You just might start looking at shit different when you accept you're gonna leave this motherfucker one day. You feel what I'm saying? Because on this Minutes Monday, man, we all got our number of magical minutes. We only gonna be on this motherfucker for so long, bruh. It ain't nothing we could do about that. Now, what we can do something about is what the fuck we do with our time while we only gonna be here for a few minutes. You know what I'm talking about? That's why it's best for you just to find the best thing to do with your motherfucking time. You know what I'm talking about? Despite how anybody else feels or thinks. You know what I'm talking about, man? They might have more minutes than you. Hey, or not. You know what I'm talking about? But that's the key right there, bruh. You only gonna get the minutes that you got. You know what I'm talking about on this motherfucker? Because we all on the hourglass. So don't make it a habit of wasting your minutes. Because the motherfuckers is magical. Every minute you get on this motherfucker is magical, man. You know what I'm talking about? So with the time you get, you got to make magic happen. Sometimes it be hard. Sometimes it take long. You know what I'm talking about? Sometimes it's a headache. And all that shit right there, man. But then the The time you get is just gonna be the time you get, man. So if you want to spend all your time worrying about shit that ain't gonna really help you in the long run, or how somebody else view you or whatever, man, that's up to you. You know what I'm talking about? Because once again, they're your minutes. Hey, you know what I'm talking about? Nephew, sis, old man, old lady. Hey, you know what I'm talking about? They your minutes, so you can do what you want to with them, man. But just know you only get a certain amount of them motherfuckers. And that's why it's always good to live your motherfucking life. You feel me? Don't put a whole bunch of extra worry and like just bullshit on yourself, man. Because in this thing we call life right here, man, too many of us is just too knee deep in what another motherfucker think about some shit we doing. You know what I'm talking about? And it don't matter what another motherfucker think about what you doing with your time. You get what I'm saying? Because only you get your time. You know what I mean? We ain't in Highlander like somebody could come get you and then they got your time too. We ain't in no shit like that. When your time is up, your time's just up, folks. And it's up to you to accomplish whatever you could accomplish before your motherfucking time is up. It don't matter what age, what ethnicity, or however the fuck you say that shit, your gender, none of that shit, bruh. It's just whatever the fuck you gonna do before you get up out this motherfucker, bruh. And that's on you. Coffee Chronicles. So on this magical Mended Monday, is you gonna do magical shit on your minutes? You know what I'm talking about? Is you gonna make the most out your time, man? Or is you gonna spend all your time wondering about other people, what they doing? And I told y'all, cause we good for that too. We good for looking at some somebody who done already had to go through their struggle and shit, and they finally hit struck gold. Then here we go giving them ideas. Britney Spears, if she came out with some socks, she'll be, you know what I'm talking about? We'll give our ideas to some other people. You can come out with them same socks, folks. Don't waste your ideas on other people, nigga. You better waste the motherfuckers on yourself. You better come up with an idea what the fuck you could do, you know what I'm talking about? For real. Because even if say you got that bitch your idea that she should come out with some socks or something, right? If she did that, she's still not gonna give you $1. They ain't even thinking about you. And that's something you gotta realize, bruh. The people they telling y'all famous and the motherfucker y'all consider higher than y'all self and all that shit right there, bruh. Them people don't even know who you is, bruh. Them people don't waste no time in their mind thinking about you or how to help you get up out your, none of that shit, bruh. Them people ain't thinking about you. You get what I'm saying? So you might want to refrain from having all your motherfucking, using all your brain space on them. You know what I'm talking about? Better use some of that shit on yourself. On this Magical Minutes Monday, man. You only get the time you get on this motherfucker. You feel me? Firepower. You only gonna get your time, bruh. And I'm gonna keep saying that. So it's up to you, folks. You can take your own self on a magical carpet ride, man. Or you could just be stuck there on the rug. Nigga, do you got a magical carpet, nigga, or you got a rug? You know what I'm talking about? I don't know which one you got, bro. Have you ever been on the magical carpet, nigga? Or have you always just been sitting on the rug? You know what I'm talking about? One of them fly, one of them's grounded. Get off the ground, young man. You know what I'm talking about. Nephew, sis, old man, old lady. You know what I'm talking about, man? Get off the ground. You know what I'm talking about? And with that one right there, if you don't remember nothing else, always remember. And I mean always remember. It don't cost nothing just to show a little bit of that love.